Holy crap, this changes everything. But fear not, your boy Sean John, has good news. So hear me out. The government, just a few days ago, agreed to print, not work for, not earn, not produce, but print $1.2 trillion, borrow from the Fed. This goes on to the Fed's balance sheet. So now they owe the Fed. Well, they don't, you do, because the government, like Tommy from Martin, ain't got no damn job. Bad grammar, good teaching. And so the government pays their bills when you go to work. So if you ever want to know why schools want to teach you how to get jobs so badly, it's because the government need employees to tax. If you ever want to know why the government don't tax the rich who build businesses, it's because the government needs them to build a business so that they can hire you and so that the government can tax your paycheck, right? So Amazon, Jeff Bezos may pay more dollar-wise, amount-wise, total amount-wise, than you in taxes, but I promise he pays a lesser percentage than you. So 1% for him might be a bunch of money, way more than you and I, but he's only paying 1%. You're going to pay 20, 25%. And the taxes are only going to increase because of the debt. So if you don't think the government is going to raise your taxes, what are you drinking? Because I want some, right? I want to be as disillusioned as you are. So by the way, welcome to the channel. Hit subscribe, hit thumbs up. This is going to be a fun and short video. I promise you. It's going to give you a lot of good information, and hopefully it's going to change your life. That's what I'm here to do. I'm just here to challenge conventional thinking and say, hey, take a step back. Everything they've been teaching you since you were a child is now irrelevant. It's now irrelevant. Everything changed in 2020. It was the new economic shift. There's a new game being played. You put up Monopoly and you brought out life, right? There's a new game being played, and most people are falling behind already because they don't even realize they've been hit with a draw 4. They've been hit with, they skip. The economy has skipped you. Uno, right? By the way, and don't come at me in the comments because I'm going to be ready. Yes, I don't care what the Uno rules say. They don't know. We know. The owners of Uno don't play Uno. We do. You can load up on draw 4s, draw 2s, skips. You can load up on everything. You can load up on premium cards as much as you want. What's the point of me waiting until my wife has one card and I know I got her because I got a handful of stuff and she's scared. She's terrified because she know I'm packing. Okay, she know I'm strapped. I got them back to back. Come on, let's go. I got the rainbows. I got everything. So don't get me started on that. All right, just want to clear that up. Yes, you can load up on premium cards. Draw 4, draw 2, skip, reverse. I got all of it. Say Uno if you want to. Find out. So again, if you're like me and you have a family, you only want what's best for your family and then what's best for you, right? So I'm willing to do whatever I have to do to put my family in the best position, put my kids in the best position to succeed 10, 20 years from now. So a part of that is financial education, understanding what's going on. By the way, guys, real quick, Easter Sunday. I know you guys are going to have a great time. Easter Sunday, Resurrection Sunday. I know you guys are going to have a great time hanging out with family, hanging out with friends. I just want to invite you to a free live training where I'm going to teach you what I've been doing for the past 4 years. In 2020, I started doing this from home using my phone, making money from home or anywhere because I only need my phone. And I made $77,000 the first year. And then this year, fast forward to this year, on pace to do $350,000. It's not $1 million. I wish it was. Hopefully one day it will be. There's nothing wrong with making $1 million a year. We're not there yet, but we're still trying to get there. But if you want to learn how to make money using your smartphone by booking customers, taking deposit, dispatching the work to other people and letting them do the work while you just find the customer and get paid, you can do that from your phone. I call it the Middleman CEO Blueprint. And if you want to learn how to do that, put Middleman in the comments or go into the description below and you're going to see the Zoom link. Click on it. It's going to be 7:00 p.m. Central Standard Time, Texas time, on Sunday night. So as soon as you finish hanging out with the family, hanging out with the kids, Easter egg hunting, having a couple drinks, whatever, coming from church, having a good day, I want you to tap in because you are not safe. If you make less than $100,000 a year, you are not safe. Go back and look at my last video. The rules of engagement have changed. The rules of finance have changed. People are getting left behind. The 90% are getting left behind, right? So you guys are still playing the wrong game. You still think saving money in a bank account is good. And I'm out here telling you that's a bad idea. How? How do I know this? Because the government just printed $1.2 trillion. You can never save that amount of money, number one. Number two, when the government borrows money from the Fed and that money goes into the government, right? So the Fed writes the government a check. I'll keep this real simple. By the way, hit subscribe, hit thumbs up if this is making sense and you're like, wait a minute, this dude's got a point, right? So here's how it works. The government goes to the Fed, who controls pretty much the money supply. They're not, it's the Federal Reserve Bank. They're not federal. There's no reserve there, and it damn sure ain't a bank. It's a, well, don't get me started on that. Mob, okay? So you control the money supply. You got too much power. I'm going to leave it at that. We need to defund the Fed. We pretty much need to defund the government, just to be honest with you, and start this thing over. So everybody's got a dog in my neighborhood, man. I love dogs. I just can't pick up the poop. Anyway, here we go. Let me know what you think about picking up poop. How do you guys get used to that? I don't know. Maybe I'll just use a scooper or something because my kids want a dog. We'll see. Give me some advice, guys, in the comments. And so here we go. So the government goes to the Fed, borrow money. Once the government borrows money from the Fed, that goes on the Fed's balance sheet. So now the government owes us $1.2 trillion. They really owe them $30 trillion, but the government doesn't owe them. You do. You're the ones that's going to pay that back. So the government borrows the money from the Fed. That money gets distributed. This is just payroll, pretty much, and budget for the Fed, for the government, just for the rest of the year. Think of that. We're printing money like it's nothing. So what does that do to you? Well, that destroys your dollar because now more money in the economy chasing the same goods, supply and demand. Low supply, high demand drives the cost of everything up. This is where you get inflation. This is where you get greed, which is what the economy is mixed with now, inflation and greed. This is where you get all of this that bankrupt and disrupt the economy. So now your money sits in a bank account. It really doesn't. It's not there. But it looks like it sits in a bank account if you look at the app, but it's really not there. Your money and my money is not there either. And when I tell you guys don't save money, I'm talking to me. I'm preaching to the choir. Sean, get your money out of the bank. Stop saving for rainy days. Why would you manifest that? Stop saving for emergencies. Why would you manifest that? Number two, a credit card can cover a rainy day or an emergency. Number three, when was the last time you had a $5,000 emergency due the same day? Doesn't happen. They give you time to pay these things off. So why stack dead money in the bank? It's all dead. Sure, you can have a little bit of a savings account, but don't focus on that. I know people now who work extra jobs just to make extra money and put it into the bank. See, you don't even need the money. You're just making product for the bank. Imagine having a bike store and people gave you free bikes to sell. You didn't even have to buy your inventory. They just gave it to you for free. Goodwill, the bank, right? Those thrift stores, people just donate product and they just sell it and make a profit. Unbelievable. Good for them, bad for you. So the government prints all of this money, so to speak, and this money goes into the economy, floods everything. What does it do? Drive the cost of everything up. Well, what does that mean for you? That means you don't make as much money as you used to. So your $1,000 may have paid rent on a good apartment 4 years ago, 2020. Now that same $1,000 need another $1,000 to get the same apartment. That's inflation. Now, the interest rates went up to slow down borrowing and slow down growth and slow down spending. The problem is, now that the interest rate is up, and they brought it down just a little, but it's slowed down borrowing and spending and growth, the problem is, if you lower it, the hot money is going to come right back into the market and reflood the market, and now you're going to have hyperinflation. So when the Fed comes out, Jerome Powell, and says, hey, we decided we're not going to raise the interest rate, because you can't. I'm sorry, he decides we're not going to lower the interest rate, because you can't. If you do that, the hot money that drove everything up is still waiting to flood the village again. So the interest rate works like a dam, and the dam is here, and everybody in society is here struggling. And then here's the the hot money waiting to pound, get past that dam. So the interest rate is the dam holding it up. This is a super simple example. Don't laugh at me. But the dam is the interest rate. So money's flooding the economy. People are drowning because they can't afford anything. So the Fed steps in and say, build a wall, right? Build a dam. So the dam is up. The villagers are safe. Yay, we're safe. The interest rates are slowing down. We can try to put some money together right now and get by. And so, but the hot money is like, hey, I need to get in there. I need to get in there, right? But the government's like, no, we're going to keep the interest rates up so people don't borrow money, so the money can't jump back into the market. And then, so if the government lowers the interest rate, then what happens to that money? Boom, floods into the economy like a broken wall at a river dam, floods the village, kills everybody's dollar. So the dollar's running around going, we're safe, we're safe. But every time the government prints more money, that wall of water gets more and more vicious and gets bigger and bigger. And if that government makes that mistake, if the Fed makes a mistake and drop that interest rate, they are stuck. I don't care what they're telling you. They are stuck. They don't know what to do. They raise it too quickly. Now they're stuck. What's it at, like 6%, 7%? They're going to end up probably at 5%. That's it. They could probably go down 1 point. That's it. That money's going to flood into the economy. The interest rates of 2 and 3%, that stuff's gone. It's not coming back. I'm telling you, it's gone. Right? The days of buying houses really cheap, gone. That stuff's gone. They cannot let that dam come down. It will hyperinflate, and then you're going to have pillaging in the street. It's going to look like war. It's going to look like these foreign countries. People are going to be breaking in your house, and you're going to be like, hey, I don't have any money. They're going to laugh at you and be like, I don't want your money. Where do you keep your bread? Where do you keep your cereal? Where's your milk? Well, you robbing me for food? Yeah, we're starving. What? Telling you guys, I don't want it to get that bad, but I'm just telling you, when times get hard and people are hungry, morality is the first thing to go. Hey man, normally I wouldn't do this, but my kids are starving. I have to. So just think about that. What's going to happen with the economy? I don't know. It's going to eventually be reset. Whether that means Bitcoin, crypto, I do not know. I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. I don't know. But I know one thing, they don't know either. But they do know it's coming to an end. They're trying to glue it and tape it together and just hold it to the last minute. But we're in trouble. Too much money flooded the economy. I'll show you. God honest truth. My wife can tell you. Our house we bought here in Dallas for $300,000 in 2020. $300,000 with like a 3% interest rate. That same house in 2022, just 2 years ago, well, almost 2 years ago, that same house appreciated for right at $700,000. Think of that. That's stupid. That makes no sense. That means the economy got flooded with hot money. I used to be a blackjack dealer at a casino. I know what hot money will do. It'll mess everything up. Hey, my table's doing good. So here comes somebody with a hot $5, slide it on the table, mess the whole table up. Like, hot money. It does that. So it's the new economy. My advice to you is be prepared. My advice to you, because I know you're sitting there going, Sean, I believe you, man, and I can tell they're not telling us the truth, and I know it looks bad. What's the solution? Glad you asked. Here's the solution. Find a way to make money when you're not at work. That's it. That's it. In an economy that exists based off of money or currency, you need money. If the economy was run off of water, you would need water. If the economy was run off of dirt, you would need dirt. But this economy is run off of money. So you need money. You're going to have a money problem. So make more money. When you're not at work, when you go home, I'm challenging you. Make more money. Make money when you're not at work. Make money when you're not at home. Don't think about trading time for money. Don't think about picking up a second job. Don't do that. Just make money. Figure out a way to make money with a side hustle, with a side business. Create that pattern now. If you create the pattern of I'm going to get a second job, you're just doubling up on what you do now. Right? Don't do that. Use this time, the little cushion we do have, how much time we don't know, but the little cushion we do have before everything falls into the bottom of the ocean. Let's go ahead and get creative and produce and make money. So again, last time, Get into this meeting. This could be my very last time doing this. Please get into it. I got a special something for you, a special gift for you. If you join me Sunday night, this Easter night, I don't know when you're watching this, but please be there. 7 p.m. Texas time. Please don't be late. Get there early if you have to. Beat me there. Don't meet me there, beat me there, okay? And I'm going to teach you how to use your phone, that thing you're watching me on, how to make money from your phone so that when you're not at work, you're making money. And so that when you do lose your job, because you will, you're going to lose your job. I don't know when, but you will. And you need to anticipate that. You need to be ready for that. So make money so that when you get fired or when your business closes or when your job closes, you don't jump off of a bridge. So be prepared. I'm going to teach you 3 things: how to book, deposit, dispatch. Book, deposit, dispatch. Book, deposit, dispatch. You got it. Book customers, take a deposit. That's where you get paid. Dispatch the work to someone else. It's not hard work. Let me teach you how to do it. It's very easy, very simple. So if you're sitting there and saying, hey, Sean, I believe you. I know this economy's jacked up and I know I got to be prepared because if I lose my job, I lose everything. I don't want that to happen to me or my family. Then you need to be in this free live training. Maybe about 45 minutes. That's all I need from you. We are going to do some Q&A. I'm going to bless you and change your life. I've been doing it since 2020. 77 grand my first year. I didn't even know what I was doing. I have people that I'm partnered with now doing 3,000, 4,000. Nobody's hit 5,000 yet in their first month, but we have people. I have students that I'm working with who are doing 4,800. Not bad, right? Especially when you don't have to leave the house. So join me in the masterclass training. Get the blueprint. Put Middleman in the comments or go into the description below and capture the Zoom link, and I'll see you guys there. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Peace.